Hey, y'all. PTSD. How to stop the revolving door of the past and start reclaiming your life. You ever walked into a room and your body tenses up like danger's there, even when it ain't? You ever hear a sound or see a face, smell something familiar, and boom, you're not there anymore. You're back somewhere else. You're back in that moment that nearly broke you or did break you. That, my friend, is PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. But let me tell you something the world forgets to say. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're just surviving something that your brain still thinks is happening. But guess what? You don't have to live stuck in that survival mood forever, because I've been there and I know. PTSD ain't just for soldiers. God bless them. It's for anybody who's been through hell and back and lived to tell about it. That could be combat. It could be your childhood trauma. That could be a car wreck, abuse, assault, a lost marriage, a death, something that shook your soul. PTSD is when your brain's alarm system gets stuck in the on position. It's not a weakness. It's just an injury, like a sprained ankle, but it's in your nervous system. Your body's still reacting to something it thinks is happening, even if it's over. Let's bust the biggest lie PTSD tells you that nobody understands. The truth is, millions do, but trauma is isolating. It convinces you to hide. You stop talking. You pull back from people. You think it's just tough it out. It'll go away, but silence is where PTSD grows. Healing starts when you speak about it, and that's tough. You don't have to tell the whole story to everybody, but find somebody like a therapist, a friend, a group, heck, me, somebody who can hold space for your pain without judgment. Your story deserves to be heard, and you deserve to heal. My goodness, it's flashbacks, nightmares, anxiety, panic attacks, anger, numbness, avoiding people, feeling unsafe, even in your own house. Those are all symptoms of trauma. But that's not your identity. You are not your panic. You're not your triggers. You're not your past. You're a human being carrying around pain that was too big to hold at the time. But just because you got wounded, it doesn't mean you can't be whole again. So let's talk about what healing really looks like with this. It ain't fast, it ain't easy, and it sure ain't linear. Some days you'll feel like you're flying, other days you're going to feel like you just got hit by the same truck twice. But healing's possible, and it's worth every step to try it. Here's where I think you can start. One, and I did this, I had to talk it out. Therapy, support groups, even writing your story down, it all helps. Move your body. Trauma gets stored physically, so walking, lifting, stretching, even deep breathing, it releases what words can't. Try to ground yourself. PTSD will keep you stuck in the past, so use your senses to bring yourself back to the present. Feel your feet, smell something common, speak out loud. I'm safe right now. Stop blaming yourself. What happened to you, it wasn't your fault. But healing's going to be your responsibility, and it's within your power. So here's what I need you to know. You're not weak for feeling the pain. You're really strong for just carrying it this long. But now it's time to stop carrying it and start clearing it out. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up. Every time that you take a breath, when your chest says that you can't, every time you choose peace instead of panic, every time you open your mouth and speak the truth, you're winning. You're winning. You're reclaiming your life is what you're doing. You're reclaiming it from your past. So if PTSD has been holding on to you and writing your story, it's time just to take it back. You didn't choose that trauma. And but you can choose what happens next to you. You're in control of that now. So this isn't the end, it's the beginning of your comeback. I'll tell you just to breathe deep, stand tall, and say it with me, I survived. and now I'm ready to live. Guys, if this message helped you, share it with somebody who's fighting their own battle. I wish you and would love for you to like and subscribe. Stay tuned, because healing's a journey, and we got a lot more stuff coming on this, and you don't have to walk it alone. Love you.